I want to show you two very special cars that are now built at Tahara plant, and that is the Toyota Century SUV. So as you know, this is not the same as a normal Century sedan. This is its own platform. In fact, it is based on the TNGA K platform, same chassis, same platform as a Lexus TX. So, but of course, very different, much bigger and so forth. But what a treat to be able to see real cool Century SUV. Look at that cool grille that integrates into the body. This line over here. Wow, all blacked out. This looks so cool. There's a white one behind here as well. And again, cool grille. What a beautiful design. And this is obviously not for everyone because it's too expensive. I can't afford this one. Century SUV. Beautiful, beautiful vehicle. So many things to show you here at the Tahara plant, and but right now we are going for a little drive in the LM with a test driver. So we're gonna go on the high-speed driving. Let's see what happens. Okay, so guess what? We are in the Lexus LM in a special test course where they're going to drive up to a highway speed, actually beyond the highway speed, up to 140 kilometers or so. He's a trained test driver and it's going to take us through, and we're going to find out how quiet Lexus LM is on the highway. It's already very obvious that this thing is super quiet at a low speed. Let's see how it goes. By the way, I'm going to flip the camera. There's a wind turbine that we talked about a little bit earlier. There's quite a few of them around the plant. And again, even though it's an older plant, it is just so clean. Everything is organized. Nothing is out of place, and we're thankful to have a special driver with us. And I really do wish the Lexus LM eventually makes it to North America somehow. I think there'll be a demand for something like this. It's a unique car, a unique van, and it's not cheap, but I think it's just an amazing vehicle. So let's see how this goes. We're going to keep on going around the plant here until we see the right road. And let me see, what do we have? We have some compound here. I see Lexus LM, but also 250 series. I see Hilux, more Land Cruiser. So this is a port where they're going to ship the cars. So there's some mixture of mostly Toyota, but some non-Toyota cars. See if you can do some spotting for me. I see a Century SUV there as well. I don't see any 2025 4Runners because that's not ready for production yet. And I don't see any other sort of prototypes running around here. They will be quite careful about that. Okay, yeah, I see more Toyota Hilux here as well. It's very cool. It's a huge plant, as we talked about earlier. The physically largest plant within Toyota, and it's quite a place to visit. Okay, so we've just arrived at the test course here. I know Hiro doesn't want to be in the video, but you have to say hi for now before we go on the high speed. My assistant Mayu is also there, sitting in a beautiful, comfortable seat in the back. And they bring some cars here for random check for quality control in terms of driving. I see a new Lexus GX, a couple of them there. More GX over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Andはい、わかりました。Okay, lots of GX, Land Cruiser, more Land Cruiser over here as well. Okay, so we are just entering a very special, exclusive test course. Our driver will drive this to a higher speed of about 140 kilometers or so. And this is, again, they use it for product development purposes, for R&D, but also they randomly pick a couple of cars every month from each lineup to do a proper test and to do a random check. So you see a whole bunch of GX and also Land Cruiser all along here, hundreds of them ready to go, ready to be shipped. Okay, here we are. So now I'm gonna see if I can hold my camera and not get car sick at the same time. And you can see the beautiful wind turbine in the back. Those are owned by Toyota. You can see the Toyota logo on them. Some are not Toyota. Oh, we're gonna go into banked curve here. Ooh, this is so cool. Real banked curve. It's probably hard to tell from the camera, but we were, I don't know, it felt like 45 degrees, but probably about 40 degrees angle. And this is to make sure that the car drives smoothly, it's refined, there's no actual rattles and squeaks. And we are now going about 120 kilometers per hour on a smooth simulated highway. It's very windy today, but the van is extremely quiet. We're going to go to another banked curve coming up soon. The driver is extremely capable. And here we are. We're going to go right into the banked curve. It looks super intimidating when you're arriving at the banked curve. I've done this many times. I've driven in these type of test courses, but always a bit of a kind of strange feeling when you go around this curve. So this one is much tighter. Wow, look at that. It's super tight bank curve, and we're gonna drive what appears like a roller coaster ride a bit. Very smooth, really stable, almost a corkscrew here, and came out of the bank curve with no problem on this Lexus LM. Absolutely beautiful drive. Okay, we're gonna go one more time, presumably a little bit higher speed. Okay, so he just changed the suspension setting to comfort mode for just the rear passengers, so they get slightly softer ride in the back. And here we are going through a bank curve again. This is pretty steep. Literally feels like a bit of a miniature roller coaster here. But the passengers in the back are having fun. They seem to enjoy it even more so in the back. And we're picking up speed, just hitting almost 140 kilometers per hour. Yeah, just hit 140, extremely quiet. And I think the most important thing to know is that this is what they use to randomly do some sampling check of all the Lexus models that are being produced at the Tahara plant. So you can't escape from this. You can't mask issues or problems because they check everything. Everything is double checked, sometimes triple checked, and then randomly they picked a few cars off the production and do this driving test and driving check to make sure nothing is out of place and everything feels solid. So the NVH, noise, vibration, harshness is perfect. It has to be perfect for Lexus. Okay, here we go. One more time. Really super bank curve. This is kind of fun, but also a bit eerie at the same time. Twisty corkscrew coming out, no problem. It is a little bit more comfortable this time, I noticed. Maybe the suspension setting is a bit softer. I feel less of the road. Either way, impressive driving quality and driving feel of the Lexus LM. This is truly a one of its kind, and you know what? We need to get this in North America. It's gonna be absolutely amazing to be able to buy this. It might not be the most popular minivan or van if it does ever reach North American shore, but it definitely will be the best one. Okay, so that finishes off the highway driving review and inspection of vehicles for both R&D and also for random quality check. It's good to know that they actually do this to make sure that the cars feel absolutely perfect when they're coming off the assembly line. Okay, you see a lot more GX over there. Mixture of premium, luxury, and also Overtrail. I see Incognito, one in Overtrail version. That's the color I would love to be able to get if it will actually ever arrive in our dealership that we have in North America. But a lot more Land Cruiser 250 series 1958 models. So this is an interesting road. It's actually, you can tell patches of asphalt that's being repaired on the road, and that's exactly what they want to drive over. So it's an asphalt with repair patches, some not done quite well. So you feel a little bit of rough feel as you drive over them, and that's what they're doing here. That's one of the road. They have many different versions of the road condition. So we're going to now take LM through one more test here. Okay, this road has a bunch of actual rope tied on the underneath, and this is really good for testing the noise, vibrations, and harshness. So apparently this is to make sure that the passengers in the back, their head stays straight and stable and doesn't get bumped around by this road condition. And that's what it is. You know what, even for me sitting in the front, it's really stable. Wow, that's pretty impressive. It's very impressive. I wish we could do that with upcoming 4Runner, but maybe I'll come back in the fall and Harold will let me see. He'll find a way to let me take the 4Runner through these road conditions, and that'll be really cool. But this is such a treat. The driver is very friendly. Nasu Shinobu-san was our designated driver today. He did an amazing job of taking this LM through all those road conditions. This is cool, and yeah, it's quite a bit of fun here. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, make some comments, and if you haven't done so yet, would you kindly subscribe as well. Until next video, I'm signing off for now.